can't wait to die in PUBG to this. This beauty right here, Grant. Sheesh. All right, guys, we're building for Grant. You guys don't know who Gtuck is. Old school friend of the family here at Stince Built. One of our first partners ever. We actually got to update his page. Gonna put his new system up there because people are gonna love this when they see it. It's beautiful, chat. What do we got today? We've got a 13700K paired with the RTX 4080. We've got an 850 watt G3 ATX 3.0 power supply from Thermaltake. Putting us all in the H7 Flow. I know we've done a lot of H7 Flow builds lately. It's just such a great case for the price. Such a great case for the price. We got 6400 megahertz of DDR5 CL32. This is probably one of the best kits of memory right now. People are like, we've got a lot of people come through our optimization pipeline into our tuning side of things that are getting builds from sometimes other people, and they're having a lot of issues. It's because they're putting them on unstable kits on unstable motherboards. The reason why the 6400 megahertz right now is so good is with a memory controller. It is just one of the best RAM kits to buy, and you're on DDR5. So you see a lot of this is gonna be like our staple. If you see a lot of DDR4 6400 megahertz, it's just so good. It runs great. So there's no like crashing issues with it. There's no blue screening issues with it. Anything over 6800 megahertz right now, and that has been a very good board, is becoming it's still a little unstable. It'll run good some days. Some days it's like, hey, we're gonna restart. But right now, like this is the sweet spot. This is the sweet spot. So, that being said, let's go over and start on his build. He's got a beauty today, guys. An absolute beauty. You're gonna love it. We've got some Corsair ML fans in here. We got 6 of those. Black rear fan. A little bit of RGB. It's subtle, but it's clean. We got the Gaming X Trio card, 4080 going here. Upgraded Grant. I think we put him like a PNY card before. Got to put him on a Gaming X Trio, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, guys. So the build station, let's start on the beautiful PC from Mr. Grant. All right, guys, let's go top down. Let's start on this beautiful one. Oh yeah, board. 240 hertz is great. I mean, you're on 240, but the thing is, they're just now making 240 and 360 hertz monitors for 1440. I mean, they're not now just making. They've had it for a little bit, but not too long. My screwdrivers are working on this NVMe drive. They're working for the higher refresh. I think 240, 165 plus is what you want to be at. I mean, anything over 165 is like a minimal difference, really, in my opinion. That's personal opinion, though. On the refresh rates, I think the really big difference is going from like a 60 hertz to like a 144. The 165 is just a sweet spot for price right now. A 1440p, 165 hertz monitor for like 300 bucks is it's just great, you know. Socket looks good. Look at this 13700K in. We got the CPU, and next gonna be the drive, KC3000. Grant, the one I play on is the Asus Tough VAQ or VAG or something like that, I think. It runs about $300, and it's absolutely amazing for the price. I love it. A lot of people who played on it love it too. Get the settings dialed in right, it looks really great. We have it here in the shop. It's our test monitor as well. We have 2 of them. We love it. All right, we get the cooler out. Work on the standoff, guys. AMD TR4, here we go. So we need our Intel LGA 1700. Let's go back in the bag. We don't need these. There we go, just put this backplate in, there we go. One of these Corsair backplates are a little funky. We're good there now. Put these screws in. Grant, can I share on the price point? It's around like $34.50 or so, give or take. There we go. All right, all of our screws are in. Next, we're gonna work on our RAM. We're gonna get our case out, chat. Our RAM is in. Nice and snug. There we go, chat. A beautiful Fury RAM from Kingston. There you go, guys. 13700K. Standoffs are all in place, nice and tight. Our 6400 CL32 RAM is in. Our Kingston KC3000 drive is in as well. All right, we slide it to slide. Grab our case. There we go, guys. Ooh, that 8.7 Flow, looking good. You guys see it a lot on the channel because it's one of the best cases that we talked about. It's my case, my favorite case of 2022. Let's get this rear fan in, get the motherboard in. We're gonna work on next check. We're gonna put the motherboard in first and take out the rear fan. It's only 120, little baby NZXT fan. We have a nice big 140 in there for extra exhaust. Let's go above close up. Got this beautiful Tomahawk DDR5 board in. There we go, chat. Nice and aligned there. Here's a question for chat. When's the next season of Ted Lasso? Not announced yet? I don't know, I've got a craving for it. I don't know what reminded me of it, but got a craving. All right, guys, give me a front close up here. Oh, this beautiful motherboard in that case. There we go. Get this rear 120 up, put a 140 in its place. See, that black fan looks so much better back there. That Be Quiet looks a little, it's more Grant aggressive, you know what I mean? Like you want to push the 3-man. Next is going to be running the cables and getting our front fans ready, guys. All right, here we go. Get this out of the way for now for a second. Work on the fans. So we had to put our 3 ML fans in the front. All the beautiful ML fans there on the front. Right, what are we doing, chat? We're getting Velcro mounting strips. Velcro is better than the command strips if you can't remove it. This right here is really nice for like a commander controller. So you can just mount it and take it off when you need to. For example, this one. So I'm working on the fans, the RGB, got to run all this stuff. So we're making sure everything looks good. In case Grant decides to do any kind of crazy tricks, with his RGB, it all aligns and looks good. So the biggest thing I do with all the Corsair fans, make sure they're all in the right row. I'll start working on getting all these cables managed, chat, and then we're on to the power supply after this. All right, over with our Type-C. Type-C is in. Get our USB 3.0 in next. There we go. All right. All those cables ran. So we're on the power supply next. That's all the cables we need, chat. 16 pin, 1 SATA, CPU 1, 2, 24 pin we will need. These other cables back in the bag, we don't need these. Chat, how are we doing? What are you thinking so far? Look good? You liking the looks of this one? After we get this in, I think it's gonna be the cooler. All right, well, that screw going here in the power supply. Gonna run the rest of our cables and onto the cooler. There we go. All right. Let's run the rest of our power cables, chat. Fuse all in right now, we're good there. We're on our fan up and over. One of our exhaust fans. There we go. Let's get our front panel in next. Our 24 pin main power cable in. All right, all in there. There we go. All right, cables down the middle are done. We're on to the cooler, chat. We're on to the cooler. All right, well, the fans are in. Gonna work on running the pump, guys. We're gonna go over the shoulder cable management view right now. There we go. That's how we want to run it, just like that. All right, there we go. That's what I want to get off this. There we go. So much easier without the pump on. CPU fan header on. All right, guys, start working on the cables for this. We're gonna run all the cables back. It's gonna be a fun one. Push them all through here. We're gonna mount the rad. It plugs in via USB to the board. Yes, it has a CPU override cable. It kind of it detects that it'll send it to the node or to the core, the commander back here. I'll show you in a minute. It'll send that signal over to that, saying, "Hey, we've got a hot CPU. Let's crank up the fan speeds." So it'll interact really well with the motherboard. It'll see what's going on, and then it'll adjust accordingly. All the fans in the system, outside of the rear exhaust fan, which is motherboard controlled. I will say, if anything, I give compliments to Corsair. They have the best screws for mounting out of any of the manufacturers. They go a little deeper into the rad and through the fans. It's just got really good quality mounting. So I'll give Corsair a shout out there. Obviously, they have probably the most intricate RGB program when it works. But when it works good, it works good. We're almost done, chat. Sorry, I'm turning all these cables. Once we get these done, chat, on after this, we're on right to the graphics card. The Chungus is incoming, yes sir. Oh, the Big Daddy 48 Gaming X Trio for Mr. Tuck. You guys can see the cable management, all the cables. There we go. I work on the opening that GPU up. Shoosh. Yeah, this thing's big. Grant, we're probably gonna ship it in its GPU box. Is that okay to you? The big card, a little more rare. Get these 3 brackets off the back here. And we'll see a full post today, guys. We have to flash the BIOS on this one. All right, here we go, chat. In we go with the thickness. Let's see if we get the thunk. No thunk, but close to it. Definitely seated really well. There, oh, there it is. All right, here we go, chat. And we go with the power cable. There we go. Make sure it's on gaming mode. Not that it really matters too much. You kind of overclock, so make sure you handle that. There we go. There we go, chat. She's all done. Time to put the panels back on. Get this bad boy booted for Mr. Gtuck. Guys ready? Guys, thanks for another awesome video. Thank you for stopping in and showing us some love here on our YouTube channel. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that like button. If you like what you see even more, hit that sub button. And remember, we build these PCs you see live here on our YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now over at twitch.tv/Stince. Come over, say hello, watch us build the PC, and ask any questions you have, and let's go.